Oopsie. Hello and half a day, and welcome to New Game Plus, a video game talk show with three handsome men, one a McDonald's worker, and our very expensive audio setups. I'm Tim. Above me is Shado Gaming, and to his right is Matu Hat. Hey everyone, hello and half a day. Good evening.
Half a day.
Order, please. Thank you.
What's up?
Yeah, hi everyone. I know it's been a while. We're doing a monthly show, but you know what? We're here tonight. We're here to talk about some video game news. A lot of development since we last talked. Our last episode was kind of like it was raining. It was kind of Debbie Downer. We were just kind of talking stories, personal stories. But now we have a whole bunch of a lot has happened in gaming nowadays. Not just out there, but here on Guam. There's a lot of developments here on Guam in terms of gaming. But other than that, to start things off, like Barry, how has your month been?
It's been good, man. I've been just enjoying the hobby of airsoft and kind of playing games that revolve around it. Like a lot of airsofters like playing Escape from Tarkov, so I've been just playing that again with a bunch of friends, and enjoying also commentating Valorant for the University of Guam Trident Esports' Wednesday streams, which I had to cancel for today.
Oh, for this?
Wednesday.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I like
priorities.
Your priorities are right in the money, Barry.
Yeah, no, because they're like, oh, there's no casters. Because I was solo queuing casting for 3 weeks in a row because they don't have the casters. And since I canceled on them today, they had to cancel the stream. So I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
cool.
shoot. Okay. Anyway.
No.
Yeah, we're number one.
yeah. I like your priorities, Barry. But then, you say that you play Tarkov with your airsoft buddies, or sorry, vice versa. You play airsoft with them.
No. I play airsoft with a separate group, and then Tarkov with another group. And I just wear because the thing is, Tarkov has like very realistic weapons and equipment. So I was able to actually recreate my character in Tarkov, or my airsoft loadout in Tarkov. So I just use that.
Oh,
but I'm also very heavy in that game because I'm using 3 guns when people only use just like 1.
Okay, cool. What about you, Matt? What have you been up to?
Oh man, I finished Metroid Dread. And
oh, nice.
Yeah, it was really fun. I've only finished Metroid Fusion, and so finishing Metroid Dread, it felt really good, and I just want to play it over and over because it took me 14 hours. Because I 100% the first time, but I didn't get like the perfect ending or like the fast ending, and I want to do it again to get the fast ending.
Oh no, you were telling me about this, like you were taking your sweet time enjoying the game, and then you realized, damn, I gotta finish this quickly now.
I forgot it's a Metroid game. It did make sense to me at the beginning, but now I'm like, okay.
Hey, you forgot, yeah. You forgot it was a Metroid game. I'm actually very, very interested in playing that game because a lot of my very first speedrunning game was Super Metroid, and I put countless hours into that. And a lot of the speedrunners that I watch and follow have been saying that Dread is their new thing. Like they never thought that something could usurp like Super Metroid in their lives, but now they're playing Dread because it's a lot of fun, and it's very similar to the mechanics that Super Metroid has to offer, complexity and depth. Spamming stuff, yeah. So it looks really fun. I actually have the game. My brother, I guess this is the beautiful thing about physical copies. My brother got a physical copy. Now that he's done, he was like, "Hey, you want to play this?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, let's go."
But don't you have to finish Final Fantasy though before you?
Dude, really funny story. Not really funny story, but funny you should mention that. I just finished everything, or not everything, but all of the main story quests in Final Fantasy like 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago I finished it all, and like now I can play other video games.
Man.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I wait to that.
So I think it's either, I think I'm gonna start on, I have 3 games to start on. Either Dread, Xenoblade Chronicles, or Ghost of Tsushima. I have all 3 on me. I'm like, dang, what should I play? Viewers, let me know at the end of the...
It's gonna be Dread. It's the easiest one.
Metroid Dread? Okay.
100% Metroid Dread.
I'm actually
Smallest
no
time sink, dude.
smallest time thing. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles is a JRPG. I'm gonna have to actually pay attention to it. And I just finished playing a JRPG, right? If you think about it,
Yeah.
like dang, Final Fantasy 14 was the longest game I've ever read. And then, well, so I'll play Metroid Dread, and then I'll probably get into Tsushima, because I've been meaning to play Tsushima. Like I did tell you guys that when they announced Tsushima, I'm like, oh, I'll play something like this, but it's a PS4 exclusive. I don't want to buy it. And then someone's like, oh, why don't you play Sekiro? Sekiro to scratch your itch for like, you know, like a Japanese samurai game. I'm like, oh damn, Sekiro was not it. I'm not. No one told me it was a Dark Souls game, and I was never really into Dark Souls, so I stopped playing Sekiro, and I guess now someone let me borrow Tsushima. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's pretty much an update on my life, I guess. Like I'm just waiting for Endwalker, which has been delayed, which is great. You know, you need time for these kinds of games. You wanna make sure the product is polished, servers run well. You don't want you don't want a huge mess at launch. Like I've been part of a lot of video game launches, like, you know, like with StarCraft, what other expansions, like Diablo 2, or not Diablo 2, Diablo 3, and Blizzard like really dropped the ball in a lot of those launches. Like it was really hard to get into servers.
Cyberpunk.
It was Cyberpunk. I didn't know about that.
Perfect.
Tell me about your Cyberpunk experience at launch.
Surprisingly, I had a fine time. It was great. I had little to no game-breaking bugs. My graphics looked great. It was running at a proper frame rate. And when I saw it on Twitter, like the Twitter discourse about like the bugs, I'm like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. But you know, it's all subjective when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know what Shigeru Miyamoto says is that a delayed game can eventually be good, but a rushed game will forever be bad, or something like that.
Yeah, especially it will be really hard to take off the minds of people. Yeah. Like people will always remember like a really bad launch. Like, man, that's what happened with Wrath of the Lich King.
Sky.
Oh, what Matt?
No Man's Sky? I think.
No,
No, Melee's perfect.
Melee's perfect.
Bingo card.
Melee's a perfect game. Oh my god, bingo card. No!
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but I knew it.
Okay.
The bingo card has been set. Sorry guys, I had to do it for you.
Dude, oh my
yeah,
god.
no, you were saying No Man's Sky. See, the thing is, No Man's Sky is apparently really good now. Like, it took them like a year of patching to finally make it like what it envisioned.
It just sucks because they can't escape the bad press that initially that came with it at launch. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like apparently it's a good game now.
Mm-hmm.
See, that alone means that like, oh, it started as a bad game. So it's always been forever memed as a sort of this bait and switch, or like this snake oil game that it was supposed to be.
Like timing is essential in these things, and they miss the timing so bad. Like, it doesn't matter if it's good now. Say
They
what?
like to rush it because their contracts for the development studio and the publisher, and of course Christmas or something like that. I'm pretty sure No Man's Sky was set for a Christmas release. That's why.
Oh well. Anyway. Oh, it's funny that I should mention the crab game. We've been playing crab game too. Have you guys watched Squid Game at all?
Yeah. The whole thing.
No, Barry, did you watch Squid Game?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're having a season 2.
I don't agree with that because I could not stand the main character. Spoiler alert. I hated the main character. But Crab Game is a competitive is it competitive? I don't know, it's just a fun
okay, I'm going to be the first one to say it's just freaking Fall Guys, dude.
Fall Guys with a Squid Game skin,
with
right?
The Squid Game aesthetic, and like I mean, it's fun. It's fun because other people are playing it, and any game like that with friends is fun. But in reality, it's just Fall Guys, dude. We could just literally play Fall Guys.
It's
but
Guys
I have to
with
pay
voice
for
chat.
Fall Guys though, right?
That's true.
Free
Squid
Fall
Game
Guys.
is free.
Fall Guys
This is
with
free.
Voice chat. I'm being chilling. I'm there. I'm just like being chilling.
Oh
and
my
they're just
god,
like,
the voice chat is like, it's like I'm back in Xbox Live, like.
No one brings us
voice
back,
chat
right?
again, dude.
Brings us back to some
Call of Duty
good
server.
times, right? No, but we were playing in the other night, and I was we were playing our friend Russ, and Russ is a instigator. Oh my gosh, that guy is like, I know he's memeing and getting angry and all that stuff, but I don't know. My blood pressure was kind of rising. Russ is pissing me off.
Why are you trusting
Mulder,
it, dude?
dude.
Never
He's a
trust
Mulder, dude.
anybody. I would, dude. Jarek's like, trust me. Well, like I was in that the glass game. Or it
Mhm.
was like the ice
Yeah.
version of it, and Jarek's like, trust me, Ida. It's left. It's left. She jumps left. It crashes. Like, why did you trust
No,
him?
the platforming in that
trust
game is so bad.
It's bad. It's the ice version of it is terrible. Like it's you're forced to lose.
No, there was this one point where I was the last person. I was gonna win the crab game. Like everyone died in the glass. It was just like I know which ones. You know, there's only like a couple left,
Fell
right?
in the water.
And no, I just fell. No, not the glass, but I fell on the ground because I just my jumping was horrible.
Yeah, no, that game is yikes.
True skill, that's why.
True skill. But anyway, let's talk about that new Valorant update, Matt.
Oh my gosh. Before that though, I want to share some news.
Okay.
I think I said it in passing. I completed my first battle pass. I've never purchased a battle
Nice.
pass before in my life. I wanted the Orange Justice in Fortnite, but I was like, nah, never mind that, right? And so this is the first one I've ever purchased, and I completed it at the end of the season. It felt good, and I was ready to do the next one. And now my ISP is telling me, yeah, we're not gonna give you the same routing as last month. So
Yeah,
Whoa.
have you noticed that Hong Kong routing is not as good as before? I mean, it's
yeah,
Japan is good. Tokyo 1 is really good. It's like 50 ping.
Mhm.
But like Hong Kong is like 80 to 90 now, and that's just like it used to be 60 to 70, and
Well,
that's a huge
wait,
gap. That's a
what are
huge
you
gap.
getting, Matt? What were you getting previously?
well, I was getting 160, right? Because I have I'm going to the U.S. and then I'm going back, or I'm going to like Hong Kong. But now it's like 300 for that one.
Oh, you have
Yeah, I don't.
you
want
have the
that.
Galiti internet.
Yeah, the Galati, the true Guam grit.
Before we get into Valorant though, we have like there's some big news when it comes to routing, because you mentioned routing, and that's like a kind of a big deal that you want to talk about. You know, like a little bit of a misnomer, or rather, full disclosure. Tim happens to be bam, the
Hey,
model.
but
That's-
this
that's
featuring
you!
featuring this setup, this exact setup. But I don't have this like the shine background behind me.
Can we just point out that the stream layout is an actual streamer that they took from, and he's playing Splitgate? And it's
I have
what-
no idea.
Why didn't you give them like a picture of your stream? I was like, what the
No,
heck is
no,
this?
it's my bad. I was like, I didn't realize that they were gonna release this so quick. Like they did a day after they did the shoot.
So how about
I don't mind
Matt explains the importance of this picture?
No.
Okay, you know what? Before, because this is a podcast, I forgot this is a podcast. So there's a picture of Tim holding a controller, and it looks like he's gaming with a little bit of a ITN logo on the bottom right. You can't see it because, you know, I don't know if we can put that on the stream, so it's there. But there's an ITN logo on the bottom. But if you want me to explain, I'll explain. It's fine.
I'll explain. Go ahead and explain, Bayer.
Yeah.
So, Ken, KHD Ken Sanity, Ken St. Nicholas himself, the owner of Latte Esports, actually was in discussions with a ISP called Hyperion. And Hyperion is also a subsidiary of OneCode. And OneCode is a gaming server service that is housed in Australia that was currently working with Guam data systems, like I think it was PDS initially, to create gaming servers on Guam. And they were going to use this as sort of a link between the United States and Asia and Oceania. And they actually had their first tournament finals, I think 2 months ago, on Guam servers. And that was ESEA, so they had Counter-Strike ESEA like tournament or something like that with the finals on Guam. Now, fast forward to today, OneCode and Hyperion are actually in conjunction with ITNE having basically a gaming node, or rather a gaming server on Guam that allows for better routing to Asia, because OneCode does have links to Japan. And if you notice, if you have ITNE Beam or even ITNE LTE, you have lower ping to Tokyo, as low as 50 ms on Valorant, Apex Legends, even 25 to 30 on Fortnite, which I checked, by the way. It's like, it's if you get good routing to Japan, it's actually that low.
Yeah.
So it's insane. It's insane for huh?
No, I just realized something because the dude, someone posted that it's really good with Slippy, like for the melee peeps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, melee.
Oh man, you should have seen the guy on the Latte Esports Discord, because Adrian was talking about like, hey, how does this work for FGC stuff? And, I mentioned like, that's peer to peer. That doesn't really matter. And then the Hyperion guy is like, yeah, it's gonna be difficult for FGC stuff because for one, it's peer to peer, and two, all fighting games have horrible netcode. I'm like, excuse me? Whoa! But he's right. He is right.
He's calling you out on your games. No, but no,
he's
okay.
Right. He's absolutely right.
We were kind of not making fun of it. We were just like kind of like rolling our heads like, what does a peer-to-peer like? How is was it What the Fast? The Fast? How is What the Fast going to help a peer-to-peer connection? But then I realized that's not what it's targeting. It's probably going to be targeting routing from like, okay, so say if we were to challenge each other like here on Guam.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But if I were to try and challenge someone in the Philippines or
that's the
Philippines,
thing, right?
the Philippines. Okay,
yeah, that's the thing, is that What the Fast and Exit Lag aren't VPNs. What they do is instead of going to a VPN service, you're actually shooting a bunch of trace routes from your location to every trace route server in the area. So yeah, if you use Exit Lag or What the Fast, check your network activity. It's gonna jump up. It uses like 200 or like 20 megabits per second or something. That's very high. When it does that, when it finally connects to a good trace route, it picks that one, and then it gives you that. It allows you to connect to that server with the best route possible. So that's what Exit Lag does, and that's what the Fast does. So it could help if it is supported by What the Fast and Exit Lag, But usually those aren't peer-to-peer. Our services aren't. It's all server-based.
It's all server-based, yeah. But that's why we were just kind of like rolling around. It's like you just reminded me. I'm going to try it out maybe after this podcast to see if I can use What the Fast and connect to someone in the Philippines and get like an actual good ping. But we'll try that out.
I'm curious about that because the thing about Exit Lag is you have to choose a game, and I don't think they actually have game for. I don't think they have Slippy or like later on there for it, because I believe Slippy uses a separate sort of netcode versus the actual Dolphin online netcode.
Yeah, that's why and the thing is like I'm kind of skeptical about it because I'm on the Slippy Discord and they never mention anything about working with What the Fast.
Yeah.
Because it's peer to peer, because What the Fast is like basically for games with an actual centralized server.
Well, the thing is, like, the Hyperion representative didn't really mention anything about peer-to-peer in What the Fast. He just said, like, oh, we might have a Hong Kong node that works with What the Fast, so it might help. The limitation with ITNE's routing service with one code is that it's only Japan servers so far that have low ping. Everything else has pretty much the same, about 180 to 120. So it's not good, but having Japan there and having sort of another ISP that's competitive with Docomo's routing is good. That's
no, not just routing. Our pricing is hella competitive. It's
it's like $35 for internet only, and that's like 75 down, 5 up.
Yeah.
No, that's for 6 months. For 6 months.
Yeah, but still after that, it's still I was still looking at the price, and it's still like, as the only person in this household that uses the internet, I'm like, all right, I don't mind paying that because the bundle deals that you guys have also with a cell phone. And
okay.
How are we not sponsored? We're just like
no. I'm saying, well, technically,
full disclosure again. Tim works at ITN.
Yeah, no, technically we are sponsored because this stream is powered by Beam.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
a lot of esports needs to get a partnership with
No, but then if you want more questions with our Beam bundle, like the internet plus cell phone and service, hit me up. No, actually, don't hit me up. Go to store.it.net.
Customer service.
Talk to customer
Our
service.
trained technicians will talk to you.
I just like that there's competition, right? Docomo has been kind of pretty much the reigning king of low ping in Asia for Guam. I think they're the only one. I don't think
Yeah.
low ping to Asia. And like oh man, everyone has high ping. If you look groups, I'm not gonna name any, where they're like, yeah man, I've always had 110 ping or 150 ping. Guam's internet sucks. I'm like, I don't know what you guys. I'm getting like 60 to 50 to 60 ping on Apex right now, or like 50 to Valorant or whatever game.
Okay.
And it's fine. I'm like having a great time.
I have this theory because so a lot of those people that complain about like high ping in games, like really complain are like people in the military, right? That are stationed here on Guam. And I feel like
it's that, yeah.
And I feel like is there like some sort of VPN going on at base or something?
I don't think so. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure they can choose between. And the thing, no, okay, let's just point out that not every CO or all military live on the base. Actually, majority of them live outside the base, and they choose to. So they do have the opportunity to pick either GTA or Docomo, and it doesn't really matter. But I'm pretty sure that majority of them just pick the cheapest option, and quote unquote the cheapest option, which would be the Galidi internet. So, unfortunately for them, they have to deal with US routing. And the thing is, right, both of these all the ISPs can have Asia routing, right? It's just a matter of cost to, in reality, it doesn't matter. Like our use case for low ping is like a vocal minority.
Oh yeah,
and like
definitely.
not everyone needs it. Yeah, and like people are like, oh yeah, GTA is great, because the thing is, GTA is amazing when it comes to quality of internet. And I'm sorry, the Galidi internet has really good stability and just doesn't disconnect, unlike the Latte Stone internet, the Guam Steel internet. So there's, and you know me, I went on Twitter quite a bit complaining about Docomo. All right, that one.
Yeah.
Docomo. So, unfortunately, that's just how it is for Guam in general. But
No.
yeah.
And a lot of people got to realize that like prior to this whole prior to this whole one code partnership per se, or implementation, no ISP has ever advertised low ping. Like that is not in the marketing, that is not in the service and details. The only thing that all the ISPs have ever really put in the fine print is your bandwidth. And that's like you'll get the bandwidth, and then only now, like I guess with this partnership is are we really paying attention to ping, like latency to these servers? Because I guess like now with the vocal minority, the vocal minority is rising up. People want a game. People want a stable connection, a better connection.
Not even just game. Like in this era of the pandemic, a lot of people are working from home. A couple of my friends included, working from home in going to either the States or Asia, even remoting to their computer workstations in the Philippines or something like that. So having low latency for that specific, especially mission critical work, if you're working from home, requires low ping, requires low latency, and requires I would say non-intermittent services, quote unquote. Thank you, Latte Stone internet. But just having not only bandwidth, because bandwidth is important too, because that's where your download and upload speeds are, and that's what majority of people use it for. But having low latency in this pandemic era is really important, just because of the work from home aspect, especially like even me just working from like my home station to my workstation in Guam is super important too. Like just having that low latency, so you can, or even high upload too, would be great. Of course, Guam is notorious for that as well. Just like having a huge discrepancy between download and upload, just because of the infrastructure in general just can't support it. But like what can you do about that? Just because the infrastructure isn't there yet. But it's really about low latency, and that's what I feel like is going to be probably the paradigm shift when it comes to a lot of ISPs coming into the future, because even the thing is, even though you mentioned that no ISP in the fine print mentions low ping, a lot of them, or rather at least one of them, the red ISP, happens to mention gaming as an aspect of their service. And the thing is, that is actually true, that they are meant for gaming, because they do have routing to Asia, and that makes more logical sense.
100%, 100%. Yeah, if you guys are interested in trying out an alternative internet.
The blue internet.
The blue internet, yes.
Yeah.
The blue.
The blue.
But yeah, no, it's huge news. It's huge news to see iTini actually go through, especially getting more gaming oriented. Because that's the thing, that was the dream that, like, not necessarily Ken had, but in general, like me and him and Latte Esports had, was trying to find a telecom sponsor that wants to be more oriented towards gamers. And I had sort of communication with the Red Internet guys before they changed their management, and it was close. It was going to be like, they were going to be the internet for gamers. And you know, funny thing is, they are right now. But having iTini sort of get into partnership with an outside entity that can help with routing in general is just going to be great, because it'll make iTini, or it'll make the Red Internet like quiver in its boots and try to like fix their infrastructure or something.
100%.
Yeah.
Competition is good. Competition sparks innovation. You know?
Yeah. Exactly. It did. That's why you guys are using this actual newfangled technology. Let's not beat around the bush. This is like tech that just happened to be made within the past couple years, and that's crazy. That's cool.
No, I mean, like
that's actually crazy.
A bunch of players, a bunch of people have been asking me about like what is beam, what is it, wired, is it wireless? It's completely wireless. Or from your home to our quote unquote antenna is wireless. And, you know, you think that, you know, of course, wired is always better than wireless, because there's no latency, there's no latency drops there, or there's no latency drops there. That's what we were led to believe as we were growing up. But I've been using this thing for about more than a year now, and I'm gonna tell you, there's no substantial loss in ping. Like, I get crazy good ping on anything, and I get very low drops.
I talked to you about this. Enterprise Wi-Fi is really good, but consumer Wi-Fi still sucks donkey balls, and I can say that. Ken said I can.
Okay.
Anyway, like,
this is enterprise gig technology, and it's so sick.
You guys are using basically like the highest form of Wi-Fi, and the thing is, it's still within the same frequency that regular Wi-Fi is on, 2.4 to 5 or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know the secrets, but
okay, spoiler alert, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you put a Wi-Fi access point on your roof, you will interfere with your actual service. So, but then, you know, thankfully, I don't think anyone does that.
Okay, the real question is, if I put a microwave next to my, like, if I'm cooking in a microwave next to my beam dish, will it affect my internet?
Yes, but why would you have your microwave on the roof?
Because what if I want to cook popcorn in under the stars, Tim?
Barry, no, you would never do that. But anyway,
I would never do that.
You would never do that. But yeah, just the technology is sick, and just believe. I know gamers are all like, yeah, wireless is bad. Just try it out. I was just like you guys. Anyway,
there's actually the video that we always link when someone has to explain.
Dude, white computer guy. Linus.
I mentioned has a video. Yeah. It's a really good video. It's very informative as to what it is, and it's fiber. And to expand more on what Tim said, there's house to node, and then so from house to node is all Wi-Fi. That is the air fiber that they're using, and is your tower's copper? Is node to ISP copper, Tim?
Oh, no, it's all fiber.
Oh, really? Okay, so that tech is cool. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I mean, generally, all of our existing beam sights are all fibered.
Oh, you mean fiber, not air fiber. I
Like
thought
fiber.
okay.
No, like fiber. Like
Yeah, okay.
we're on the fiber ring.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's huge
Back
news.
to-
That's so huge news.
Back to
Back to
Valorant.
Valorant.
back to Valorant. Okay, back to Valorant.
Oh man, there's a new character coming out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, isn't he from BTS?
No.
Wait, what?
Oh.
He's from Valorant.
Let's be
What are
real,
you
dude. Look at this dude. Doesn't he look like he's on BTS? Oh,
Dude, he's so handsome, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Like his art is really nice. His
Wait, Bear, can you bring it
actual
up?
in-game model
Can you
is
put it? Can
kinda-
you put it up on your?
Got you,
and just
man.
leave it there. It better not be the picture of me, please. Okay. He's so cool.
Oh my God, dude, that's like Ryan Reynolds.
He has a better teleport than than Yoru. He has a slow like Sage. He's everything I want in a character and a man, and I'm not gonna.
And wait,
main
what?
him.
Hold on.
Huh?
What? Wait,
Wait a
backtrack
minute.
there. Backtrack. What?
So,
He's
to
so
clarify,
cool.
to clarify more on the character that he didn't even mention his name yet. His name's Chamber.
Chamber.
Mhm.
So he has in the game of Valorant, there's two kinds of guns that can do one-shot kills with headshots. Generally, there's the pistol and then the operator. So for him, he actually can buy ammo for like his own special pistol that does one-shot headshots. And he also has an ultimate that has the big almost said the A word, big sniper rifle that when you kill somebody with it, it creates a slow field like Sage. So he has a really interesting tool set considering he's supposed to be a sentinel. So he's more skill based when it comes to how he can use his kit versus like just kind of like set it and forget it with like another sentinel, like let's say Cypher, Sage, or Killjoy. And more importantly, they nerfed the classic. That's the only thing I care about. That's the only thing
I'm not. I don't like that. Like
you okay? You know, we're gonna have a little bit of discussion here. As a commentator, I think it's
Yeah.
great that the classic does that, right? Because you know, it's like this underdog person with the classic can take out a vandal at close range because he has a right click, right? But at the same time, in terms of a competitive sense, this gun is free. Like it's $0. It comes stock, and you have the potential to kill somebody at close range. It just doesn't make sense, especially when you're jumping in a tactical game with quote unquote precise gunplay in huge quotation marks. You don't want to get killed by someone just kind of like jumping around and playing Call of Duty or Apex Legends, just kind of right clicking you to death, you know?
yeah, but hear me out, right? Someone who was like, I was left click only, right? The single shot. Like, woo-hoo. I was doing that, and all my friends were like, man, if only you right click. So I trained myself. I became better. I was like, my friends told me to do this so I can be better. I start right clicking, close range. Pow! Get a headshot with it, right? Easy clap. When the patch dropped, I'm frail now. I'm so bad again.
That's the point. It's not.
It's
supposed
not-
To, it's a free gun that should not be overly powerful. You shouldn't be able to win. You shouldn't be
What-
able to win a fight against an AK. A Vandal. If you have like a classic, you know, that just doesn't
Yeah.
make sense in terms
like-
of like the skill base and the economy of Valorant, right?
When everyone has it though, that's when I'm like, I don't. If I lose, I'm never gonna win against a Vandal. Like personally, never gonna win. Go up to them, they're just gonna one tap my head for some reason, even though I walk up on them.
That's unfortunate.
It,
But
it's
I think
so
that's the
bad.
only. Is that the only? I think there's other Valorant changes, but the only two big ones are really just like the classic nerf and then Chamber coming out.
The new battle pass for Valorant has really cool Sage banners and sprays.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's
That's
all I care
crazy.
about. I got a.
Oh, but
I actually got a keycap. I don't know if you can see that.
It's really
Sage's
bright.
face on it.
it's
Yeah,
it's
that's
too
what I
bright.
Mhm.
Get
Yeah,
wrecked.
whatever. Yeah.
Dude, you know what? Speaking of Valorant and rather Riot, you know, like all the Riot games are kind of getting linked to this Riot Arcane anime on Netflix, and it's one of the few. I think it's the only show, like animated show or any show in general, that you can actually play on Twitch and not get banned because it has its own category. It has
Wait,
its own category.
really?
where
You could stream it. You could stream this on
can
Twitch.
Streaming it.
You can stream this on Twitch and watch it. It has its own category, right? It has arcane. There's just an arcane category.
Dang, they didn't even do that with Dota, with the Dota anime.
I think it's because there's
Yeah.
drops for arcane.
Wait, so you could stream yourself watching Arcane and then like
And enable drops, and then people can get some like loot and stuff for either TFT, League of Legends, or Valorant.
Oh wow. Wait, have you guys watched it yet?
No, I
Yes.
haven't. But I heard it's really good.
I feel like
really good.
maybe if I watch it, like, cause I saw the little snippet, the little preview on Netflix, and I saw a bunch of characters I recognized from League. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll give this a shot. I don't know, but
Oh, that's Lex. Oh, that's Jinx.
Yeah. Yeah, no, when they say like when they like the character walks in, then like, oh yeah, I'm so and so, and I'm just like, oh, I play the guy in TFT. That's
Oh.
the guy in TFT.
Dude,
That's
no,
Jace.
TFT has been getting lit too. That's crazy.
no, or
I don't know about that
spinning back to the Dota anime. So like when the Dota anime came out, I was in the exact same position as you guys were. Like, oh crap, so and so walks in, like that's so and so, blah blah. But there was this one character. Her name was Marcy, and she was like so overpowered in the anime. And we're like, man, is she based off someone? Like, is she based off one of the many people, the many champions in Dota? But just recently, like maybe just a month ago, they released Marcy into Dota.
Cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. I hope they do that with like Arcane.
Like an original character in the anime makes its way into the actual game. That's really sick. I played like maybe 2 or 3 games of Dota like just recently because I guess I'm getting ready for the Latte Esports Kenvitational in December.
Kenvitation! Man, we haven't heard that in a while. Hot minutes ended Kenvitation.
So me and my friend Jeremy Magnavox, we're gonna be entering a Dota tournament. So I'm like, I gotta refresh myself. And the 2 games I played, I was carried by a Marcy. Marcy is just so broken in Dota right now. It's so ridiculous. I don't know what the counter is to her. It's like you leave her alone and she'll wreck shop and everything. It's kind of like reminiscent of a League character if now I think about it.
How did she lose in the anime?
She didn't.
Spoilers.
Oh, that's
so
the
you
strat.
can't then. You can't then.
You can't beat her.
You
You can't beat her.
Wait for season 2.
Canonically,
Season
you
2?
can't beat her.
Yeah, wait for season 2 nerfs, right?
Yeah.
Wait, now you're confusing me. Season 2 in the anime or season 2 in the battle pass or whatever? I guess the terminology is like kind of meshing together nowadays.
Oh,
Yo, so like speaking of like all of this, because you mentioned TFT and it kind of got wild. Like, if you guys don't know, TFT is basically is it auto chess, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah, auto chess.
It's auto chess.
Yeah, it got lit because there's these things called augments now. So kind of like it's wild. There's a lot of like random factor,
Mhm.
and more so than normal with TFT. And I've been getting into it. It's pretty fun. It's Challenger's great. I like it.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say.
Wait, is that what? Wait, Challenger? Is that the?
It's one of the traits.
Oh, I thought. Wait, what was the highest rank in League? Was it? Is not Challenger?
Isn't it Master? He's
It's Master or
I think it's fun, man. I'm just saying it's fun. I didn't say I'm
Okay.
good at it, but it's fun.
do you know the strat? Do you know the strat to be good?
I have no idea.
Not be bad.
Okay,
I'm-
just go on Google and search up best metacomp TFT set whatever, and play
you
that.
just follow it. Yeah.
You
No,
just
that's
follow
what
the
everyone
guide,
does for every
and then you
single thing in the
you
world.
never look again. So it's like, oh, pick Poppy this round, and you pick Poppy that round. Sell her round 4, done, and you'll always be guaranteed top 4, unless you're bad.
I just like enjoying the fact that I don't know anything about the game, and I'm like, oh, I like her because she has bird wings.
Oh wait, Zai. I remember her name.
No, because the thing about TFT is that even though they have like a bunch of the same characters, they use different skins to denote like different like traits or something like that.
Yeah.
So even though they're like, let's say there's what's her name, Jinx, or no, Jinx is a legendary. What's her name, Lux. Lux can be like a different skin and it'll have different traits, and then the next season it's a different skin, different traits, or something like that. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. I like it, and it's visually pleasing. It's nice to enjoy. And
I wish it was
there's a
faster,
new
though.
season of Apex too. Thanks, goat.
Right.
Apex
Well,
is
and really quick.
good too. Yeah. That doggy. What's
Yeah,
that?
but I don't know.
Hey Phoenix.
But I don't know, Barry. I don't know about TFT. I played like I always play it, I have the hot itch, but sometimes the games just take too long.
Yeah, no, I mean, I only played like 3 or 4 games, and that was already like an hour, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of wild.
Oh my god. Oh, dude,
No, is it one of those
what's the
games you
boss
can just
really
like
bad?
play it in an alt tab and do something else while the turn goes?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, it's easy to just big chill. It's one
Like
of those
no,
big
it's
chill
one of
games.
those like you don't need to have it at the
I
focus
don't need
all the time.
I literally put it windowed mode,
Mhm.
so I could do something else. I don't.
I don't know. I was never really into those games. Even like Dota had Dota Underlords, TFT, and then literal auto chess, right?
Yeah. Wait. What was the Dota auto chess called?
Auto chess,
Underlords.
it's called auto chess.
No, Dota.
Literally.
What was,
No.
what
There's
was
the
one
Dota
wait,
Underlords.
what was one that was called just auto chess though? What was that one?
I think it was just auto
Auto
chess.
chess, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's just what it's called, dude.
I'm just like, you
no,
see-
there's been a lot of seasons that came out. Like a lot of new seasons for games just came out in the past month in October. It was TFT's new season, Apex's new season, Valorant has a new season too. And I'm just gonna point out that this is kind of like a new thing that we just kind of dealt with, and now it's just normal to just have competitive games have seasons every 6 or 7 months, right? Or like maybe like almost a
No,
year.
3.
Maybe
It's like a
yeah.
like 4. It's like a quarter every quarter.
Yeah, they have quarters and stuff like that. Like fighting games have straight up like seasons every 6 months, I think. Like for example, Tekken is on season 8. Like Street Fighter is already on season 9, it's their final season. And the thing is, like before, when you're playing these games, like for example, Counter-Strike, I'm going for more esports oriented stuff, like Counter-Strike, right?
Mhm.
You don't really get changes to maps or changes to anything in a big way every like 3 months. Now we just do it, right? Like fighting games, you get a patch every couple months, and it's like the game's meta completely changes. You can go from like top tier, like literally my character in Street Fighter 5 goes from like top tier to like low tier in 2 seasons, and
Mhm.
you're like, damn, right? And you just kind of deal with that, and it's cool to see though, because like the game never gets stagnant because there's meta changes every couple months, and the developers control that meta change,
Mhm.
right? That's why games like League, Dota 2, Apex Legends, Fortnite, even TFT can last these like long years. I think how old is League? Like 15 years, 20 years?
I thought it was
Wait,
like
League of
11.
Legends? No,
Yeah, it's
11.
old.
oh my gosh,
Yeah, it's
wait,
like
when did
11
it come
or
out?
12. I thought because they had their worlds in like 2011.
No,
I
I'm
thought,
talking
like,
about
their
just
first-
League of Legends being
No.
released 2009. It's almost it's
Yeah.
more than a decade
More
ago,
than a
because
decade.
it was when
No,
G3 was still open.
Dota's the one that's almost 20 years old.
Yeah, Dota 2 is not 20 years old.
No, but Dota 2, Dota 1 is pretty much.
Them.
No, I do count them. They're the same game.
They're not.
They are. Right now, Dota 2 maps, whenever Ice Frog releases an update for Dota 2, he updates the
they
Dota
update
1 map.
Dota 1.
Yeah.
Okay, then
They're the same game.
Then why play Dota 1? Or why play Dota 2 then?
Because Dota 1, you'd have to
Competitive.
boot up Warcraft 3.
Oh god, yeah, no, never mind, you're right.
No,
I
we
wonder
had
if
no.
there's a Warcraft 3 remastered Dota, is it?
I'm not sure. No, I think there was like a whole stipulation with Blizzard. You can't.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah.
No, but no, I think like the only people that still play Dota on Warcraft 3 are like, like just, well, I'm gonna say
You
like
can say it.
Philippine provinces on like the
You
really
can
crappy
say
net
it.
cafes that can't handle Dota
Mainland
2.
China
Yeah.
and Philippines. That's who still play Dota
Yeah.
1.
Yeah,
no,
just-
but it's cool, right? To see like games be that like that old, still maintain like, well, not Dota 1, but yeah, basically Dota 1 and Dota 2 and League and all of that, just kind of like maintain their longevity just because seasons constantly change the meta and stuff like that. I mean, like it makes it so like multiplayer game releases are so like few and far between versus like single player experiences that like people could still like, once you're done playing, like let's say Witcher 3, right?
Mhm.
That's like a 20, that's like a 40 to 100 hour experience, and then you're just kind of like, oh, I'm done. Go back to League. And it's kind of like that safety net that you have when you're gaming is like you always have a big chill game, you always have your competitive game, and you always have like a new one that you want to try out.
Mhm.
And like the big chill game would be like TFT, and your competitive game would be like, League or Melee or whatever fighting game you play. And that's
Mhm.
cool. That's cool to see. That's cool to see that we have like longevity in these games that we can just constantly play for, like in Melee's case, it is actually almost 20 years.
It is 20 years.
It is 20 years.
2001.
2 decades. They're almost done. Melee can almost drink legally.
Yeah, it could drive. Totally drive.
Yeah.
It,
That's cool.
it could
I
drink
like
in the
that.
Philippines.
You can drink Red Horse. Yikes.
Whoa, what are you talking about? Red Horse is my jam.
Red Horse is good in the
Oh.
Philippines.
No, you're right. You're right. It's like there's something about the atmosphere, right? Like being in the
Once you cross
Philippines,
the
being with
border,
the
It's
No,
not-
it's just because I don't know, man.
being with
Red-
the
Red Horse-
homies,
Can we
Kababayans.
talk about drinking? Yeah, I'm sure we
No,
can.
we got just a
But, like-
podcast, dude.
No, I mean like on this.
We
stream,
don't condone underage drinking on Guam.
We don't condone underage drinking, but Red Horse sucks. It tastes like pee in Guam.
On Guam, maybe I don't know something about the
I don't
import
know why
process,
it
dude.
yeah.
It's the import process, I don't know.
Don't they bottle it here? We have a
No,
San Miguel brewery here, don't we?
really? No, wait. I haven't seen a Red Horse in years on Guam. It's gone.
That's crazy.
They
Oh,
stopped
really?
distributing. Yeah, they stopped distributing. it. Just like my
We had Red
Monster
Horse at-
Roja tea.
Oh, we had Red Horse at the bar. I remember that. Cause I think Captain Dandy was like, "Yo, where's the Red Horse?" I'm like, I don't
Captain
even-
Dandy?
I can't say his real name. You know how it is.
Dandelion?
Dandelion. So the thing, okay, this is one thing that really bothers me is I know all these people personally. I can't say their real name anymore, and it just irritates me because I would say their real name instead.
Wait, what
And I
are
have a
wait,
bet-
what are you talking about?
I have a
Say it
bet
again?
I'm not gonna. When you have like friends who are, there's this new age of streaming because of the pandemic, and a lot of people that you knew are streaming now, and they have their
Yeah.
their handles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you knew them as X, but they're now Y, and you can't say their name because it's basically doxing, right? Like for example, like people
Yeah.
can. I would be like, "Oh man, you're calling me Barry." My name is real Shado, right? And I'm like, "Oh man, dude,
Well, your name is
I can't-
Shado? What?
that's weird, dude." Like.
No, I know your
pretty sure
real
Ark-
name. I know your real name. You're.
Like
you're-
Arc Pulse, AB Jits, Captain Dandy.
What about
you know, I
Kinsanity?
can't-
What's Kinsanity's real name?
Okay, everyone
I
knows.
think it's
Ken.
sanity. I think it's sanity.
Sanity?
Like I have a bet with AB Jits, man. If I ever say his real name on stream again, or any time in like public or something where people we don't know are there,
Right.
I owe him like 50 subs. That's like a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
With 50 subs, that's $250. Holy.
Yeah, I
Wait.
put that on myself because I used to say his name a lot. I was like, "Yo, what's up?" Oh.
Continue
That was when
on.
he was in Japan.
I gotta. I've been drinking from this motherfucker. I gotta use the restroom. Go ahead.
So anyway, I don't have any sort of topic outside of that, Matt. But we can talk
no.
about.
No,
What?
I'm just confused as like I mean I understand like people want to be anonymous online and like part of their personal life. but
Oh,
then-
it's because
I think
majority
it's
of
like-
them have people who watch their stream
Outside.
that know them in a different setting.
I
right.
understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to have people find out who they are in real life, just as a streamer, and you want to keep that sort of like a safe disconnect between your streaming life and your personal life. And it's understandable. No, it's
No,
understandable.
it's understandable. Yeah, I
It's
get it.
absolutely understandable. But at the same time, I'm like, dang.
Yeah, but
Like
imagine-
we go to the Dedido Senior Center and yo, what's up, Arc Pulse? Like, God. Shout outs to Arc Pulse.
But just imagine having your name in your tag though.
Yeah. Shado.
Eh,
It's crazy. Oh, you like literally Matthew
Yeah.
Hat.
Yeah.
I still say Matthew Hat. I don't care.
Imagine Russell.
Matthew Hat.
Ruscoot.
Risco Cruz.
Why are you making fun of his name, dude?
Because it's like if he ever says, "Yeah, I want to be anonymous online," I'm gonna be like, "Well, you messed up day one."
Oh my gosh. Anyway, wait, are we
Yeah,
still on the
we're-
topic? We're still on the topic of real names and stream names, or real names and
Yeah.
aliases.
I forgot. I was gonna say something, and like August mentions a good point. OPSEC is a good thing. That's kind of what the reason is,
Hmm.
right? And man, I was gonna say something else because you mentioned that. Oh, and there's the other side of the coin of like, there's the gaming handle, and then there's the esports person with their full freaking name. Like, there's Mewtwo King, and then there's Justin. Like they just use their whole ass name. Like,
well,
it's
you know,
so
they're
funny.
that confident in
Oh
themselves.
yeah, his real name is Mewtwo King.
Yeah, Mewtwo. What's dude? What's his name?
Jason Zimmerman from
From
Cinnamon City.
That guy's a god. I don't care what anyone says. But no, like, cause I think Pete Q was like, yeah, you know, when I want people to know who I am, I want them to know my name. You know, I don't want them to know my handle. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's understandable.
Yeah, that's why on
GG.
Valorant I'm Cine Gangster. So no one's like, wow, Matt's so bad. It's just like, oh, this Cine Gangster guy's not good.
Dude, Tiff Panini was like, whose name is Cine Gangster? And I'm like, oh no.
It's the long one is Cine Gangsta, no bad boy.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty sick. Theater, yeah.
Thank you.
So I wanted to rename myself to like Barry Hernandez, but like Shadow's just it's such a dumb name. It's such a dumb
Shadow Strike, let's go.
Yo, Shadow Strike with no W, baby, because I
Shadow
never
Strike.
win.
Shadow Strike, dude. No, weren't you saying that your old stream friends just like added a Y for God knows why?
No. Like
They always took the W.
No, like it was Shadow Strike, and then people called me Shadow with the no W, and then some dude in our stream group just started saying Shadow, like mispronouncing it on purpose, and I'm like, oh, I really like the way that sounds, so I just took it and
Oh
just
damn!
like phonetically.
Jokes on him.
No, he's cool. He's cool.
No, joining them like he wanted to be funny, but you're like, oh, that's actually pretty cool.
He's actually a really cool dude. I reconnected with him after like 5-10 years. It's kind of crazy. So that was pretty nice. Yo, Shade Dumb Gaming, I like it.
Shade Dumb Gaming, Shadow Aiming, Shadow Gaining when he's at the gym.
Dog Aiming. No, it's Shade Dog Aiming, dude. That's what the FPS guys get me. So what's the next thing? I don't know what else to talk about.
Well, I'm waiting for Endwalker. I'm just waiting for that Endwalker, Final Fantasy expansion coming out December 7th. They had to. Oh, I did talk about that. They had to push back the release date, but I just finished it. Oh, what's up? Go ahead.
I'm curious to see what the because that's the last expansion, right? That's the last expansion.
For this story arc.
Oh, as in they're still gonna continue the game itself. Okay,
yeah. I think no. If I recall correctly, the first patch will conclude the story arc, like just the whole from AR Realm Reborn up until now, and then I don't know, it's Uncharted territory right after that. We'll see what happens after that.
What if they just kill everyone in the server again, and then just like
with Bahamut again?
No, not with Bahamut. I don't know, something else, right? And then they just do Final Fantasy 14 something else, right? Because that was such a cool thing to happen. Okay, if you guys don't know, in the viewers and whoever, so Final Fantasy 14 was so booty butt cheeks on its initial launch because of the economy, the game system, and all of the other crap that they had. The new developers, which is I just know him as Yoshi P, decided to just like, okay, you know what, we're not gonna try to fix this. We're actually gonna start from scratch. So instead of doing sort of a patchwork of improving the game, they actually just killed the whole world of the original Final Fantasy 14 in a player event where a meteor comes down and destroys a server, and the server shuts down.
It wasn't a meteor, dude.
It was a legitimate meteor that everyone around, like I believe you had to go to a specific spot to actually see the meteor.
No, it wasn't a meteor. It was the moon.
It was a moon.
It was a moon, but then when the moon fell down, it wasn't a moon. Bahamut was inside.
Yeah. So they had like a cutscene after the server shut down, and then finally, that's why it's called Final Fantasy 14: A Realm Reborn. It's technically 2.0. So Final Fantasy 1.0 was completely destroyed because they were like, yeah, we can't fix this, and then just started, and that's what everyone is actually playing now, is Final Fantasy 14: A Realm Reborn and onward. So having them end it, it would be so funny if like if they did that again, where like it just got destroyed by like not Bahamut, but it's like another
huge another huge summon,
Sun.
something else from like the Final Fantasy series, like but
it would be symbolic. It would be like, oh man, you know, like we did all of this stuff and the world still ends.
no, yeah, it's I don't know what they're gonna do. This is like I don't know what they're gonna do. It's just
going to the moon, right?
Oh, to stop it. Oh
No. You're going to the moon. What if you're the one who created this whole fiasco in 1.0 because you're going to the moon and it loops? Groundhog Day.
Oh no.
So cool.
Oh man.
That'd be cool. That'd be sick.
That'd be sick. But come December 7th.
It's cool. You play this game, Barry?
No, I don't.
Then no, it's not
He used to. No, it's wild. Okay, so it was supposed to come out November 23rd, but only like last week did the developers push it back to December 7th, and everyone is like complaining about it. Because a lot of people who are old and play this game need to take vacation time for it, and you know, the holidays are coming up, and you know, if anyone works right, and they take vacation, you can't, you know, if you set your vacation hours, like you can't just change them as the holidays are coming up. So a lot of people are screwed in that sense. Like I'm kind of screwed in that sense. Like December 7th, my December 7th is like what, a Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't know, but it's in the middle of the week, and my vacation doesn't start until like that weekend. But the silver lining for me is that, okay, I use a ton of plugins because
You're a WoW player.
I'm a WoW player, and I love plugins, and I've always hated the original UI for FF14. That's why I stopped that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing it a long time ago. And when I recently came back, the plugin community started thriving, started like going up. So come launch date, 100% my plugins aren't gonna work. So I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, you're not gonna play. Yeah,
I'm not gonna play. I'll be at work, and I'll just wait. I'll just wait until they fix it so I can enjoy the game. So it works out for me.
I remember every patch we wouldn't be able to do DPS checks when we're doing learning runs, and it's like, dude, this sucks. Like, what are we doing? We don't know anything. And it takes like it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long for Act to patch up. But
yeah, the developers.
You do have a day off. You do have one day off. Santa Maria Camalende.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You don't have Santa Maria.
No, private sector doesn't have that off.
That's crazy. What about Jesus? Oh, not Jesus. What about Santa Maria Camalende, dude?
No, dude, no.
What's she gonna think, man? It's crazy.
What is she gonna think? I don't know. I fought her in Final Fantasy 14. Guys, can you look up? No. Can you look up, Barry? Look up Lakshmi and put it up on the screen. Don't tell me that doesn't look like Santa Maria Camalende.
Let me look at that FF14, dude. That fight was actually fun. Did you play the extreme version of that yet?
Yeah. I have the mount from it.
Oh yeah, you guys. Yeah.
You were watching us farm it.
Yeah, I know. I forgot. Oh, that's not it.
No, just why are you looking at YouTube video? Just put up an image.
No. I OBS. You can literally drag and drop like images.
Look at that.
I gotta play Final Fantasy, dude. I gotta play Final Fantasy now.
Why? You have a mommy complex, dude?
Did you not just hear what I said about Chamber?
Oh, you have a daddy complex. You have a parent complex.
Parent complex, okay.
I have some issues, dude.
There's a category for that on
Twitch.
On Cornhub.
Oh,
you can't. Like, you actually can't say that. Don't say that.
No,
Porn?
no. Speaking of,
I know what you're saying, and I understand, but you also can't say that.
Okay, I will edit that out.
Beep. Speaking of like T sites,
I can say it on Spotify. I don't care about that.
But... Like T sites. Yo, did you guys see like Twitter Blue? That's
Twitter Blue. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you could now pay Twitter, right? For to like edit your tweets or undo them, and it'll just like delete them, and like other fancy stuff.
Oh, it's like Twitter Premium or like Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay, that's. I don't know about that. Okay, wait, no. I'm fine with the edits. I'm fine with the edits, but can we see edit history?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know.
That's the only. because I've always like people are like, why can't we edit tweets, right? But then when it comes to like big tweets, especially if they have like a huge retweet, like thousands of people retweet it or like it, right?
They could post like something crazy too. Like they could edit it to something else
Completely different.
All those likes can be maintained.
So yeah, that's
kind of a danger.
That's why like I never agreed with like having an edit for Twitter. But if they do that, they the least they can do is show the edit history, right? So to see what the original was.
Yeah, the original tweet. Because what if like someone does like a really good, funny viral tweet, and then suddenly it's like it becomes either
hella political, right?
Or even worse, like it's a bunch of kids who like this tweet, and then it becomes like illicit or something like that.
Yeah. That I don't agree with.
I thought that was interesting. Because it's even like the main thing they were talking about too is like, yeah, it's ad-free also. And I'm like,
wait, ad-free?
Ad-free Twitter experience? Use a third party.
Yeah.
Use a third party Twitter.
I literally just blocked the promoted, like the promotes. Like I just right-click block.
No wonder you don't see my tweets anymore.
I actually muted you, so it's fine.
Join the club.
I mute people where it's like I don't want to see this. Did I ever mute you? I don't think I muted you. Did I? I didn't mute you.
I don't like anything on Twitter, so you're not gonna see anything.
Yeah, that's crazy. I everyone knows what that con is, man. That's crazy.
Wait, what's?
Anyway.
Oh yeah, pretty much it.
Don't say it.
But yeah, we've run out of things to talk about on our outline. Is there anything?
Hey man, it's an hour, baby. We hit it.
Yeah, baby. And you know, like, is there anything you guys want to say before we?
Yes, I've been playing Risk of Rain 2.
Risk of Rain 2. Okay, cool.
You just started? That game is actually
I'm replaying it with playing it more with Russell. Yeah. Pretty fun.
Okay, so I have an announcement for the people who are still here that play Apex. We're gonna be doing the sign-in sheets, or rather sign-in sheets. Oh my god, FGC. We're doing the registration forms for Apex Legends Tournament Series. That's gonna be in December, starting Friday afternoon, whenever I get around to doing it.
Nice. Nice.
Hey, I could do it this day, but nah, it's whatever.
Nah, it's already no. See, the thing is, you have to release it at 5 p.m. when everyone gets home, because we just got the codes in. Shout outs to EA for providing that. It's so easy. Like, I mean, it's not that easy. Like, you just email EA's like contact us page where you want to do an Apex tournament. You just like, hey, I want to do an Apex tournament, and they're like, oh, when is it gonna be? So it's pretty cool that it's really easy to do Apex Legends tournaments because of that.
Can you talk about that a little bit? Like, is it like, do you have to be like, people are like more credible, you know, like, hey, we have this organization already.
I don't think so. I think you can just do like a tournament thing.
With my
I
friends,
think if Joe Schmo has like a community of Apex players and probably can justify it, then yeah, sure, pretty sure.
Wait, who's contacting Apex? Like you directly, or is it Ken?
I am. I'm directly contacting them with my personal email because I don't have a Latte
Esports email. But
the Shadow Game.
Like you didn't have to like pop a resume or credentials or anything like that.
No, they actually like when I contacted them, they just told me like, moving forward, we just need the tournament info, the tournament dates, the pricing, and you can't take these dates. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I gave them all of that, and then they gave me codes. Like,
cool.
Wait. So they want to know if there's pricing towards it also?
Yeah, because Apex Legends tournament community tournament events need to have pricing set already outside of the registration fee. So like. You need to provide a guaranteed amount of pricing regardless of the registration.
You can't just say like a percentage of a pot or something, right?
No, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that.
Wait, but
so you have to
can
give them an account number.
Can you just like finesse it in line? Like, yeah, we're gonna give them like 200.
No, absolutely not. What the
no, like no, because like what you're just giving them amount, but you'll know like the actual.
No, because
what if you can't really do like
if you break that honor and they find out, then obviously it's gonna be a problem, and you don't want to ruin your credibility over just like like 50 or $100. It's not It's not worth it.
Yeah, but then how are they?
It's worth it. It's worth it if you're poor, but if you're not, then sure. But Ken has sponsorships, so we do have the money for it, and we can always have it outside, so it's not a big deal. Because we did have a shortage of teams on the first tournament series that did not match how much we would expect to have for the pot that we had, or rather the prize money that we had. But it's not a big deal. We just absorbed the cost because we're gonna do it again, and we want to keep that community alive.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, and we did it. I think for 3 months. 3 months. It was wild though, man. We did 6 tournaments every day, or 6 tournaments for 2 days. So there's 12 games every weekend. Even the players are like, that's just too many. Because Ken was like, yo, we want to make it worth their money, and I'm like, man, that's a lot of games. So we're dropping it down to just Saturday only 3 games. So for 2 weeks.
The other thing I'm just interested, like as an event organizer, it's cool hearing about this. But I think the other one that you said was the specific dates. Is that just because EA has their own sanctioned events, or it's like maintenance?
No,
days that they know
because other people are asking, and when they reserve their dates, they're like, okay, they put them on the list. So that's why. Like,
so it's first come first serve.
Yeah, for example, we were gonna do November initially, but we just stick to December 11 and December 18 because all of November got caught up, and because UOG Trident Esports is doing their own November thing, and we didn't want to coincide with them.
How early can you also like do it in advance, or is that just am I just asking too much now?
I think when we did it, I contacted them on this is which one is this?
Today. I asked them today, and
they
said...
we contacted them. I'm looking literally at the email right now. I contacted them on November 22nd, and I got dates, or I got codes within. Oh my god, when did they give me the codes? Hold on. Expecting a March tournament, so a couple months. Just because I wasn't sure how long, wasn't even sure I was gonna get a reply or not, because this was completely dependent on getting a reply. If I didn't get a reply by the end of like December, we would just not do the tournament. But we did, and they replied within 4 days. So it was really, they're pretty quick about it. Because it's all community tournament events, and you can't specifically say that you are part of EA or that you're or that EA sanctions this event because it's community based. They're just providing the servers.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it'll just be just as easy for Fortnite if we actually had a contact with them. But
no, just go to the contact. It's not as easy as going to the contact us page.
It's literally as easy as going to the contact page and like inquiring and all that. But
yeah, I got it.
Oh, and another good thing about Apex, the sign-in sheet is going to be also showing, are you playing on PC or console, because it's going to have crossplay enabled for the Apex tournament. So before,
I was looking at
before when we had the tournament, it wasn't crossplay.
I was looking at I was browsing through the Latte Esports Discord, and I think Ken was asking about the whole if it's gonna be crossplay, is there gonna be a way to I don't want to say disable, but nerf auto aim or something on consoles?
I think they're already doing a default, but if they don't, we have to set it to where it's the same as PC auto aim, and then that has to be in the rules. So
is there any way to check though?
Obviously we can't check. It's going to be an honor system, and hopefully they do. Okay. But that's when that's the same thing that happened with our Valorant. What was it? We had like a Valorant tournament. I think it was we had a Valorant tournament a couple months back, and I'm not gonna say what team, but there possibly have been bent rules, not broken but bent, and it's all honor system, so we can't really do anything about it.
Man.
We just hope we just hope that people can follow, and be good.
That's just like the one thing about like online tournaments, but man, that makes me miss like locals, dude.
It does,
you can see them in person.
The thing is, like, I'm never gonna want to do an offline Apex or offline Counter-Strike or offline anything.
Offline FPS.
It's gonna be such a pain, dude. Like, at least with FGC, however many stations you have is however many stations can be in the bracket. But with an FPS tournament, you have to have at least, for Apex, you need a lot, 60 computers to have an offline LAN, or for Counter-Strike 10 minimum. So it's like,
I know you can't crowdsource that. You gotta go to you gotta go to a PC cafe. You gotta go to some computer lab for that.
The good thing is, hopefully with the technology that AMD has with their integrated APUs, we could probably just use like a really cheap solution. But that's a problem for future Ken to deal with. But present day Shado don't care. We're gonna just do online only. That's why TNH is coming online next year in 2021.
22.
I'm
2022.
2022.
Holding my breath. Yeah, I'm just.
Okay, I don't know what we're gonna do with Strive because Strive is kind of like.
Strive's dead.
But Melee? No, Strive's not dead.
Oh,
Strive's not dead. On Guam, it's still okay. People still play it. I don't play it anymore. But Melee, still there. So I'm pretty sure you still have at least 8 people that would want to play Melee in tournaments. So.
But wait. But it sucks when Galidi and Latte Stone or Guam still have to play because I can't connect.
Looks like you got to go to somebody else's house.
Why don't we just do a LAN?
No.
You know, honestly,
there's only 8 of us.
Honestly, if the cards are in our favor and it's safe for everybody, I don't see why not to bring back TNH offline.
I'll
Sure.
do the work. I'll say right now. I'll speak it to existence. I'll do the work. I'll figure it out if we could do a LAN somewhere.
Yeah, we can do it at either Geek Out Next Level or the Inventory or whoever can, house us for. I don't know, man. Thursday's yikes, though, dude. There's no we have work in the morning. I go to sleep at 11. I don't want to.
I'm my own boss. I go in whenever.
Dude.
Yeah, you do it.
Dude,
I can do it.
It is my turn. It is my turn to go to tournaments and leave when I want to. Okay, I don't.
It feels so good to do that.
So, just being a little internet issue, someone just is looking for a game on for Melee, and he just went Dokumo, just issuing. Yeah, this is my ISP. It's gotten to that point. Oh my gosh. But anyway,
is that on the FGC? The FGC?
No, it's GeoFGC. Yeah. I'm telling them to move on to the Latte Esports Discord for Melee matches, but to be honest, I think it's because Melee is so far down the list in Latte Esports that these guys don't want to look for it.
Let me just put it back up. I can do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now. Melee is gonna go all the way up. Hold on.
Priorities.
Oh yeah, top TO privileges.
I'll tell you right now. He's gonna move it down later this week.
Anyway.
Where is it? That's the problem. There you go. You see it.
Hey there, TNH is above League of Legends confirmed. Just did it.
Oh man, wait, let me refresh that. But anyway, anything else, guys? Is there anything else you want to say?
I'm good, man. It's good times with games.
Hey. But yeah, just some closing remarks. If you guys don't already follow us, hit us up on we're gonna be actively using Instagram now, so just look for us, New Game Plus GU. And if you follow us, you'll notice a whole bunch of social media posts. I hired a social media manager. Well, not really hired. It's my partner Ida. She's doing some mad work on our social media. Getting all this stuff. She has a lot of ideas that she wants to run for this channel with us. One thing we were talking about, a bingo card of all the things that if you watch us, obviously there's a lot of things that we kind of repeat, kind of do all the time. Barry with Nier, me and Matt with Melee. So we're gonna be maybe coming up with bingo cards and come up with some sort of prize. I don't know. I'll leave that to my social media manager. Yeah. So just hit us up. So next month, December. Let's aiming for December 8th. Wait, is that Sons of Maria Camelin Day? No, that's December 6th.
It is.
No,
December 8th is Santa Maria Camelin Day.
Oh no, we might not do it that day.
You can do it December 1st.
December 1st, right? Maybe.
Yeah, 'tis the season,
There will be giveaways. Cream Pie is in the chat. She will. She confirms there will be giveaways if you enter our bingos. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for tonight. Hit us up. See you next month, and GG guys. Good night.
GG Glass. GG.